What is up, everybody? And we are live. I'm JohnnyKpicks, and alongside me is my co-host Cody from Blood Money MMA Bets, and we are here to break down UFC Vegas 65, Lewis versus Spivak. How's it going, Cody? Are you ready for the card? How'd you do? What's going on?
What's up, man? Yeah, man. I'm definitely ready for this card. We get a week break, have some Thanksgiving and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm super ready for it. Last card for UFC 281. I won 1.45 units. I took three shots on three big underdogs, and none of them paid off. If just one of them, like I had Wellington Turman, Frankie Edgar, and Arce, if just one of them would have paid off, I'd have won like 6 units. But
yeah,
still came away with the win. So it was a good show. I like this show coming up. I feel like there's some really good betting spots on this card, like some easy spots, and they actually had some pretty decent lines. So can't wait for it, man. Can't wait for it. Can't wait for a week off too.
For sure.
To be honest.
Yeah, Mike, the card last time, 281, like I started out horribly. Like I thought it was going to be one of those nights where it's going to be like, I'm going to lose like 5-6 units again. Yep. And then my first 4 bets lost, and then my last 4 ended up winning. And I came out like just a bit ahead. So I'm like, I'll take it. It looked like it was not going to be good. So anything helps. And definitely I can count it as a win, like officially a win too.
Yeah, man. It had some weird stuff, a lot of finishes, all the girl fights finished.
Early prelims were insane. Like everything I thought was going to happen was the exact opposite. I was like, damn, dude.
Yep. Yeah, man. I felt the same way as you for a minute. I was like, man, this is going to be a reverse sweep. I think I was down like 3.45 units. But then that Ryan Spann under hit, and that was like 3 units, got me back in the game. And it all came, dude. The worst thing, man, I think I'm still sweating from that fight. My whole night came down to if Poirier won, I was going to win 1.45. If he lost, I was going to lose like 3.45.
Oh, wow.
And he possibly could have lost the first 2 rounds. And then the crazy thing about that fight, like Michael Chandler is a freaking savage, dude. In the third, he looked gassed as hell, comes out, takes that weak ass shot, and Poirier stuffs it. Chandler like goes face down on the mat, and somehow, dude, just fucking picks Poirier up over his head from the mat. I'm like, holy shit! Like, and then luckily, Poirier reversed it right at the end, dude, and got the back and stuff. But if Chandler would have got that takedown, there was a very good possibility he was going to win that fight, because Poirier didn't look like he was getting up, So
see, that's the thing with Chandler. Like, I mean, he's entertaining for sure, but man, dude,
I love him, man.
Like, some of the stuff that he does, like, you didn't have to do that in the 3rd round, dude. Like, just go for the normal takedown. You don't have to pick him up way up here and slam him down, because that's why Dustin reversed him real quick, because he had his leg in like the right position when he went down, so he was able to flip real quick on his side, and then he took his back because Chandler was gassed.
Yeah.
So definitely. I mean, he's, like I said, he's very entertaining, but man, I cannot bet. I can't bet him. There's no way. So, but we'll go ahead and go through the chat real quick. Cody's sneezing real quick. But we'll go ahead and see. Daz is here. What's up, Daz? Smash that like button real hard. Thank you very much. Papa Chuck, yo, Deuterinos. What's up, man? Carlos, our guy here. Check out his channel if you haven't yet. What's up, my dudes? Johnny K and Blood Money. Got some great bets lined up for this one. Also got some cherry pie on deck for the smokes. Let's fucking go. That's right. We got the new champion in the house. He froze him like Elsa. There we are. And new. Yes. And new. Great performance, Alex. Was it an early stoppage? I think it was good.
I'm good.
Carlos did great on 281. Good job, bro.
Nice, Carlos. What's up, Carlos? What's up, Daz, too? I heard you say his name.
Yep. And also Papa Chuck, too, our guy.
Papa Chuck. What's up, Papa Chuck?
Pink Floyd said top 3 fave card of the year as a fan, best performance as a bettor, doubled up. Is that 281?
Nice.
Excellent. Carlos said, thank you, Pereira, for winning some good money. Yeah, I did a untracked bet on Pereira, and I ended up winning that one, so I'm okay with that too.
Yeah.
Herb Dean, what's up, man? Looking to get revenge for Oliveira robbing me of my money last time by punching air, but punching air with volume gets you rewarded, apparently. Demopolis plus 120, let's go. Oh, okay. 120, that's pretty good.
Just got to land them takedowns, but it's possible. Yeah.
Any action? What's up, man? Please check out his channel as well. They changed the scorecards on me on TV.
Bro, that was some freaking that was
some shady stuff in New York City, man.
Definitely 100%, dude. It was, I've never seen anything like that.
It was the right decision, but you don't do that on TV in the octagon, just scratching stuff out when people literally the camera was right there seeing what you were doing.
Yeah, if it was gonna be unanimous though, I would have thought it would have been Gomez, man, because it looked like she might have won the second and third round. Like the third was close, but she was landing like the harder shots.
Yeah, I mean,
it was
the second round, it was really up to the second round. I think Carolina won, I think it was 29-28 all decisions. So they must have gave her the first and second round, because I think Gomez won the third too.
Right.
What's up, Derek? He said fights are early this weekend. Yeah, it's at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. So definitely. And speaking of that, I didn't even advertise this yet. We are doing a fight companion. Me, Cody, Lou Betcha, and Patrick from Addicted to Combat. We are going to do that on, I believe, is it MMA Engines channel?
I think we're doing it on Patrick's channel.
Patrick's channel? Okay.
Yeah, I think we're doing it on Patrick's channel. I think it's Patrick's channel.
Okay. Well, we're doing it on, I know we're doing it on one of them. So we'll get it out to everybody. And just want to let everybody know firsthand, though. And then just in case.
Yeah. Yep.
Herb said, was it the right decision, though, Johnny, with Gomez and Carolina? I think so. And I had a Gomez bet. So, well, it was the under, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, I thought
it was close.
I kind of thought, yeah. I mean, it's why, man, betting them girls' fights is just tough.
I know. Tough. I should have just took my freaking advice and not done it. But I was convinced that under. Yeah.
You made a play though. Carolina, if her jiu-jitsu would have been a little better, she had a chance to win. Savannah hit her with some big shots. It's just Carolina's chin held up. Like she cracked her a couple times. True. Was hitting her more on the top of the head, but just worked out. But I mean, for females, they went for the finish. They tried.
Yep. Effie said double knockdown was wild too. Sick fight. Yeah, dude. When I saw that, because I had the over 1.5 in that parlay I had. And that happened 30 seconds in. I'm like, that's over. It's that someone's getting knocked out, because they clearly forgot what striking defense was after that knockout, or both double knockout. Right. And I was like, no, they're swinging for the fences. They don't care about covering up. And they're trying to get out. It was fun though. I was just like shaking my head though. I'm like, this is going to be one of those nights.
Yep. It started off wild, dude.
Yep. And then Gomez said, or Carlos said that Gomez got cut. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. So that kind of stinks for her. But she's, what was she, 1-3 or something?
Yeah, she lost to Loopy, Demopolis, and now Carolina.
Okay, so I don't even know if she won. Oh, she beat the Nah girl.
Yeah, I thought Carolina lost.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. It didn't matter to me. I don't care. But yeah, you can make a judgment for either person. But yeah, before we get started though, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to us if you're new, you haven't been here before. Smash it, subscribe it, wrap it up, smoke it, whatever you want to do. So we'll jump into the first fight here, which is going to be a pretty good one, I think. It's Natalia Silva versus Therese Bleda. Who do you got here in this one?
Man, this is going to be a really good fight. Both these girls are really good, and they're both really good prospects. Like, it's kind of weird they're actually both fighting here. I get it. They're two prospects with like different fighting styles, so you want to see which one's going to be better and move on. But Therese Bleda, watching her fight, she goes for takedowns a lot. She's got like decent stand up, but it's like slow and awkward. She's only 20. You can tell she's really more of a grappler. But man, dude, Natalia Silva looked so good in her fight with Jazz Dervicius or whatever, where she was stopping the takedown. She looked super fast. Her striking was phenomenal. Everything about it. I mean, she landed the takedowns on the Canadian national wrestler or whatever. So I'm going to take Silva here. I just think that Silva is more well-rounded. Like, she's got good defensive wrestling, good offensive wrestling, good judo trips, but she's going to have the better stand-up in my opinion. And she's going to be way faster. So I'm going to take Silva. I think this is going to be a really good fight. I didn't bet it because if Bleda does come out and is able to land them takedowns, dude, it could, it's going to be a big problem. But another thing with that is that Natalia Silva is like, before she came back for her last fight with Jasmine, she was known for her arm bars and her jiu-jitsu. Well, she came back against Jasmine and looked phenomenal standing up. Like, it seems like she's a stand-up fighter. So even if Bleda does get her to the ground, might be another problem for Bleda if her jiu-jitsu is just as good as her striking. So I'm going to take Silva. I didn't bet this fight at all. I would actually was kind of looking at the under, because like, with the size difference, I mean, I wasn't going to bet it, but with the size difference, if Bleda is able to land some takedowns and wear on Silva, she's going to be so much bigger. She has crazy ground and pound, crazy elbows from the top if she can get them out and all that. And if she can't get the takedowns, you've seen Silva had Jasmine hurt a couple times in their fight. You know what I mean? She stunned her a couple times, so you never know. It could go under, but I'm staying away. It's just the women's MMA, and it should be a great fight. And I think both these girls are going to be problems in the UFC for the next 10 years. So,
yeah, for sure. I agree with everything you said. I think both girls are very talented. They're both young, up and coming prospects. I know Bleda's very young. She's 20 years old. So, but she's going to be the bigger fighter, like 5 inches bigger. And I want to say like 4 or 5 inches of reach as well. Let's see. 6 inches of reach. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, Bleda's got the grappling, wrestling, I think, advantage. Maybe not grappling, but I'll say wrestling and takedowns. But Silva's good on the mat. She's good off her back if she gets taken down. She does have pretty solid takedown defense. But the one thing that I see in this fight is I think Silva's going to have the striking advantage for sure. I think she's just going to be too quick. She does keep her range pretty good. She goes in like for 1-2s and comes right back out, and she circles and circles. She does really good at that. She did that in the Jasmine fight. She's probably going to have to do more of the same here. So she already has kind of like a blueprint how to win. And she hits hard. She, like you said, like she's done Jasmine a couple times too. So yeah. I'm going to go with Silva here. I'm not betting this fight. I kind of want to just see how both ladies do here in this spot. I think it's a tough matchup for both of them, but I just like a little bit more from Silva that I've seen. And I mean, Bleda just came off a Dana White Contender Series win, and she didn't get the contract. So, I mean, what's that tell you? And who she fought, I think Silva's way better than that. So, yeah, for me, give me Silva. I'm going to say by decision, though.
Yeah, this could be kind of like a learning lesson for that like Silva guy, because Silva's 25 now, and early in her career, you know, like she got 5 losses. I think 3 of them were before she was even like 20 years old. And when you're younger, you're going to come up and fight. Eventually, you're going to run into a tough opponent. You're going to get beat because they're just a little better, and then that's how you go back. You learn, you get better. And Bleda's only 20 years old. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So this could be the first time she runs into a really, really well-rounded, solid opponent. And then she can, if she gets beat, go learn how she beat her, you know, and then come back even stronger. But yeah, it's a tough fight to call, kind of, though.
Exactly. Let's see what the chat says. Carlos said, let me get Silva by submission. Definitely can happen.
Play. Nice pick. Yeah.
What's up, John Freeman? He said, I think Bleda will take Silva down, but she'll get subbed. I mean, that's the worry.
Yeah. So Silva's dangerous everywhere is what it sounds like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
John also said, I was not impressed with Bleda's performance on the Dana White Contender Series. I really wasn't. I mean, she won pretty convincingly, but it just wasn't like a wow performance, if you want to say.
Kind of like Silva's was against a known UFC fighter.
Yeah, know? I mean, and then the thing about that, now that you bring it up, like she didn't fight in like 2 years before that fight. So 2 or 3 years. So we didn't know, and I remember this too. Like, I didn't know what she was going to look like. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to pick her. I actually had a bet on Jasmine because she looked good in her last fight. And then it was just complete opposite.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. It's this is going to be a good fight. Like I said, both these girls are really good prospects and young, you know.
Yep.
Bleda's 20, dude. And she's
huge. It's crazy. Yeah, she's
huge for this division.
I mean, not to be mean, but she's a monster though. Like she's really big.
And she's a tough girl. And think when she fills out at like 27 years old, this girl's going to be a problem. She's been fighting. I think some of her, she either have amateur or pro fights at like 16, 17. She's a beast, man.
That's crazy. Dirty Reg, what's up, man? He said taking a stab on Bleda for the contest. No bet here for me.
Yeah, I can't blame you taking a good underdog prices too. I mean, it's coming down now a little bit, but
I mean, would you bet Silva if the price was right, or no? Just stay away.
Yeah, I would. I mean, if it was close, because like she was minus like 200, then she's on like minus 170 now. I would like it more at like minus like 130, 135,
yeah,
something like
I would
that.
like that better.
It's gonna be a close fight, dude. One of these girls could possibly look minus 700. You know what I mean? If Bleda comes out, lands the takedowns right away, gets down and just beats her up on the ground the whole time, it's because it's a style matchup. It's striker versus grappler, but like we said, Silva's striker and grappler. So I gotta lean with her. And she looked fucking phenomenal.
I know. That's the thing. She looked really good. And
really
it was
good.
I can't get off that she looked that good. And it's like, you don't really want to do that when you're doing the research, but you're like, man, she's so fast and like technical striking. And she's already known for being a good grappler and submissions. So
cardio held up in a tough fight. Yeah, man. And Jazz is a big girl like Bleda too that wants to do the same thing, So we'll see.
Yotis is in the house. What's up, man? He said, "What's up, guys? Yotis? Thanks for coming out."
Yep, thanks, Yotis.
What's up, Theo? He said, mentioned it before on Cody's Instagram, but I was watching you guys heavily before last week's card, and it paid off with a $990 profit. Damn. Nicely done.
Nice job.
Thank you, Theo. Legends. No, you're the legend. $990. Dang.
Excellent, bro.
That's good.
Excellent.
Good bets. Pink Floyd said, taking Bleda because she's a dog, but don't have a good stance on any of my lady fights this card. Yeah, it's a lot of close women's MMA fights this week, but most of them are close. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
they can go either way.
Yep.
Dev, what's up, man? He's in the house. Go check out Dev on his YouTube channel for UFC if you haven't either.
Dev the
or dude. Haven't yet. What's up, motherfuckers? Yep. What's up, man? Dev. And Dev he's going down. I love it, dude. Dev, you're my hero. I'll say it right now.
I fuck with Dev. I like Dev, man. Dev said Izzy was robbed, y'all. Yeah.
Rigged. I love it.
Hashtag baby.
Hashtag rigged.
He owns that now. That's a part of the
somebody give community. Him that shirt, dude. Somebody give him that shirt, dude.
Dev's rigged is part of the MMA community legend now.
Yep.
It is.
Yeah, it looks like even on the poll has 14 votes, and we got 71% say Silva is gonna win. So it's like majority of the people say Silva. So.
And we got a couple that took the bets, took the play on the underdog, getting good line. I can't blame
I don't blame anybody. I think this is going to be
plus 160, 150, 160, 170 on a undefeated tough Russian girl. She had a lot of amateur fights she won too. So,
yep. SK is here. What's up, man? He said UFC 281 was all right for me. Esparza let me down, but Pereira had me up 3 units. Silva all the way for the first fight. There you go.
Sweating that Pereira win though. I know that.
Yep. Dev the dude said he just posted his picks for Bellator. Definitely check that out.
Everybody go check that out on Instagram and on his YouTube.
Yep,
for sure.
Izzy needs to go to Dagestan and train with Habib, Israel Nurmagomedov Adesanya.
Izzy needs to come in in order to win that fight, he needs to come in at 205, dude. Pereira is so much fucking bigger. Like nobody at 185's ever walked Izzy down. You seen Paulo try to do it. He beat his legs up, beat him up because Paulo's littler. But dude, Alex Pereira is big enough to just take his shots because he weighs 20. You could tell he looked like a weight division up. So in order for him to be able to hurt Pereira, get his respect so he don't back him down the whole freaking time, he's gonna have to put on some weight, man. He's gonna have to take that serious because Pereira's a savage, dude.
Yeah, man. That's what I was saying in my chat or in my breakdowns. It's like Izzy's never fought anybody this big as him, and honestly, Pereira was bigger than him. And I just thought he was gonna have a tough time. I mean, he looked good, for most of the fight.
Izzy's a better fighter. He's the better fighter. It's just that like him constantly backing up, being under pressure. And then by the 5th round, you start slowing down a little bit. And now he's backing you up. And Pereira's freaking huge, dude. That dude is huge.
He's a light heavyweight at the very least. Like he's just a monster. But we'll jump into the next fight here, which is going to be Fernie Garcia versus Brady Hiestand. I'll do this one first. This is going to be another fight that I think it's kind of 50-50. Let's see. Garcia, he's kind of a boxer. He's got pretty decent boxing. Doesn't really have the greatest wrestling. He can survive on the mat. He does a lot of stuff okay, just nothing super amazing. I just don't see a lot that I like from Garcia. But then again, we have Brady Hiestand here. He has pretty decent striking. He's got pretty good wrestling and good takedowns as well. You saw in in the Turcios fight, that's pretty much all he did was just wrestle. But he is kind of hittable. But I'm gonna go with Hiestand here. I think he uses that wrestling. He'll be able to get Garcia down because Garcia does not have good takedown defense at all. And I don't think Garcia has the knockout power to get Hiestand out of there. And he's kind of low volume. Garcia is too. So I just don't see really a path to victory for Garcia here. Even though this should be a close fight, I'm just gonna go with Brady here. It's one of those weird ones. I'm just gonna stay away from the betting angles or betting sides and just watch this one and see how they both do.
Yeah, man. Fernie's not good. He's a one-dimensional boxer with no power. People would be like, "You knocked out Weems, man. That he didn't even hit him clean. That dude dropped, fell, and curled up." Fernie's got what in his last, I believe, five or seven fights. He's got 3 split decisions with terrible level fighting, terrible people. He's 30, 31 years old. It's not like, I mean, he's going to be improving all that much. He doesn't have much power in his hands. Like he only really boxes. Like Brady Hiestand's tough, dude. If you go watch his Ultimate Fighter fight with Josh Rittenhouse, dude, that dude's tough as fuck. 17-5, and he out grappled him. Went 3 hard rounds with that dude. That dude's got good wins over tough people. His knockout of Vince Murdoch was nice. I mean, these are all people that I put above Fernie Garcia. Like, Fernie Garcia got the easiest way into the UFC ever. That Weems dude is not good at all, dude. And if you go watch that fight, he tried like 2 takedowns, couldn't get him, went back against the corner. That Fernie dude didn't even hit him. Brady, constant pressure with his wrestling, and he has really good wrestling, and he's just constantly in your face. Fernie looked terrible against Journey Newsom when he finally got to step up in competition. Looked terrible, and he looked a little slow and gassed, like in the second and third, like tired out, and they wouldn't even do it on. They threw like 38 strikes. So I think Brady, he's smart. He's going to be in his face shooting these takedowns right off the bat, and I think he wears on him, and I think he beats him up. And over 3 rounds, I don't think he finishes him, but I think he gets a 3-round decision. 30-27 with a ton of control time. So yeah, man, I give me Brady, and I bet him. I got him at -150. I put 3 units to win 2 units.
Nice.
I feel confident in it, man. Fernie's not good in my opinion, really.
No, I 100% agree, and I don't blame you for betting this. I just personally, I want to see these guys fight because I don't know. It's just a weird to bet this fight, but I do like Brady. I'm not saying Brady should lose. I think he should win pretty convincingly. If he wrestles, he should win like 30-27 easy.
Yeah. I've seen somebody on my Facebook put that that Hiestand fought terrible people. Fernie's, they both fought terrible people, but the difference is that Brady Hiestand fought a guy and beat a guy over 3 rounds that's 17-5 on the Ultimate Fighter. He beat a guy that's 12-5 on the Ultimate Fighter. Fernie Garcia has fought terrible people. They both had terrible low level. I mean, well, Brady Hiestand fought Chad Anheliger, who's way outside the UFC, who's way better than anybody Fernie fought. But dude, Fernie is not good. Like Fernie and Kevin Natividad, neither one of them belong in the UFC. Neither
I
one
agree.
of them at all. So.
We'll get to that fight, but I agree.
Yeah. Yes.
Papa Chuck said Hiestand via massive amounts of control time, max bet.
I wanted to max bet him more. Yeah.
Carla said I'm going with Hiestand. I got him in a parlay. Got him at -150. I like that. It's a good price. I think. I mean, I would like -130 range, but I mean,
like
150. I think it's okay.
Even if Fernie could keep this standing, which I don't think he's gonna, like his striking ain't that good. It's like Brady knocked out Vince Murdoch with a punch, so it's not like he ain't got some power and some hands too.
Yep.
And was so unimpressed with Fernie Garcia.
I agree. Herb Dean said any strong takes on a potential sub in this Garcia fight. I don't want to say strong.
Maybe a club and sub or something for Hiestand, but I don't know, man.
I think this fight goes decision.
Fernie's, he's been training for a long time. Like he's just not there. Like he's almost 31, but they said he was there with like Saif Saud when they started the gym. But it's like I don't think he's that great, man. I think he got an easy win on the Contender Series, one of the easier wins you're ever going to get, and that's what it is.
SK said Hiestand's fought total trash cans before the UFC opponent's record was like 2-30. One dude he beat was 0-16.
Yeah, but one dude he beat was 17-5. That's beat legit fighters.
Yeah.
Like Rittenhouse is a tough dude. Go look at that dude's record. And that was I just watched it again. You know, that was a 3-round back and forth fight. It wasn't like nobody dominated. It was a dog fight, dude. Split decision, you know. So
yeah, I don't really like to look too much into that, but it does play a part, but you can tell in the last couple fights of how they progress. And I just like Hiestand a lot better. I don't care who he fought recently. Or in the past, I should say.
He's going to come out and wrestle like a mofo, dude.
Yeah.
Like a
mofo. That's how he wins. If he doesn't, then, it's going to be a close fight and he might lose.
Yeah. See, yeah.
Vasco said, hey, man, what's up? Thanks for coming out, Vasco.
up,
Hopefully you
Vasco?
Get your cards in the next couple.
And what's up, SK, too? I hope they don't feel like I'm like this.
No, you're good, dude.
Talking shit.
Effie said, Fernie gives up windows to get subbed a lot during his get-ups. Wouldn't be surprised to see Brady snatch that neck there.
Take it.
Possible. Let's see. Vasco said Hiestand. SK said Fernie at least fought people above 500. The Combat Patrick's in the house. Johnny, I hope you're pre-gaming for the next stream. Of course I am. Double duty tonight, boys. This is the entree, and I will be on Patrick's stream right after this. So if you are bored and you want to come join us, and we'll be drinking whiskey. I'm gonna switch to whiskey, Patrick. Doing beer this one and doing whiskey with you. So
I'm gonna be listening to this on my way to work. Is it right after our stream? Like
yeah, 9? It'll be 9:30 your time.
Okay, I'll be driving to work and I will be listening.
Nice. He said Vasco said Natalia versus Bleda. Who you guys? We both said Silva.
Yep.
And Patrick said fight companion stream at his channel this weekend. Come in, boys. The water's warm. Ew.
I'm hopping in. Definitely though. Yeah. So on Patrick's channel, Saturday, 1 p.m. Everybody come hang out. We're gonna be having 1 p.m. Patrick's channel. Lou Betcha will be on there paying up a debt. Me and him had a bet on a shoey on Poirier Chandler, and as you guys know, Poirier won. So Lou Betcha is going to be doing a shoey live on the air out of a crock. That's what he was saying. He was like, I'm going to do it out of a crock.
That'd be funny. Dirty Red said, I wouldn't bet either one of the guys. I can't even read. I wouldn't bet either with any one of you guys' money. I'm free picking Fernie for the hell of it. There we go. Woo. Sorry. Got too much beer in me already.
Fernie's terrible, man. He's so one-dimensional.
Yeah. What's up, Thomas? He said, damn, I missed the beginning. I hope everybody is good. Yep. Thanks for coming out, man. We just said we both like Silva. And then we both like Hiestand here if you missed that too.
Yep.
Isaac, what's up? He said Garcia winning. Trust me. Okay.
Possibility, man.
We'll see. Dev said Brady decision. I don't see a lock next to that. So
I know. That's what I was just going to say. Is he a lock or what?
Isaac said KO might be the play for Garcia. I mean, that could be. I think that's the way he wins. But
he only has one knockout in his whole career, and that was over Williams, who is fragile to say the least, dude. He don't even need fragile. He quits. So. But
and it looks like the poll, everybody's on. Most people are on Hiestand 56%, so it's almost 50-50 there.
Okay. People liking them dog prices. I can't blame them.
50-50.
All right.
And then one more. Let's see. Dev said, "Oh snap! Mix the liquids. That's what you got to do." And Johnny K about to be lit on Pat's channel. Yeah, I'm gonna be once I'm sipping that whiskey. It's gonna be. I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see.
It's the only way to do it, man. Only way to do it.
All right, so we'll jump into the next fight here, which I think is going to be a pretty fun fight, actually. Maria Oliveira versus Vanessa Demopolis. Who do you got here?
Man, I went back and forth on this fight. I'm going to take Maria Oliveira. The Vanessa Demopolis, her takedowns are terrible. She's like 7% takedown accuracy in the UFC. Oliveira is real. She's athletic. She's fast. She looks like she has some power. She's got really long arms for striking, man. She's got like a 69-inch reach, which is huge for the female division. But I just think that she's gonna be able to stop them takedowns, and I think she's gonna be able to beat up Demopolis standing up. I thought Demopolis lost to Jin Yufrey, and obviously that's not a good look. So give me Oliveira, give me her by decision, but I'm not putting any bets on this fight at any level, though.
Right on. Yeah, I also like Oliveira here. She's definitely going to be the better striker. It's pretty. That's a given.
Right.
She's going to have a 4-inch reach advantage, and I've seen a couple places with different reaches, but she's at least going to have a 7-inch reach advantage. So
yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
I mean, the only way that I can see Vanessa winning this one is if she can get the takedowns and get the sub, but I don't think she's going to be able to get the takedowns. Actually, Oliveira, I'm not saying she's like has the greatest takedown defense, but I think she's strong enough, and Vanessa's going to have to shoot in from afar to get those takedowns, and there's no way. She might get one takedown early, but I think Oliveira will be okay and survive and get back up real quick and just continue to outstrike her for 3 rounds and maybe even get a knockout. I mean, we've seen Vanessa get cracked a couple times. I mean, she's pretty tough. I mean, she did get knocked down with Gomez, but she has legit power. But Oliveira's, she does have some power in her hands too. She throws a lot of good hooks and straight punches, and I actually like Oliveira a lot. At first, I was kind of I was iffy, but as the week is going on and I'm thinking about it more, like it's a good price tag. I might throw a shot. Throw a shot at Oliveira. I'm gonna wait to see if more Vanessa Love comes in later in the week, because I know she's kind of like, everybody likes her. She's super. Seems like she'd be a super fun person to hang out with.
Party with, yes.
Yeah, exactly. So, she's a fan favorite. Let's be honest. So I think maybe more money will come in her later in the week. So I'm going to see if that happens. If not, then I won't put a bet on her, Oliveira. I think it's a fairly close fight, but I'm pretty confident Oliveira will win this one, at least 29-28.
Another thing, if you bet Oliveira, that can make you feel real comfortable, is that Oliveira survived in terrible situations with Ricci, and Tabitha Ricci to me has better jiu-jitsu. I mean, maybe not off her back as far as arm bars, because that's what Demopolis. She's not taking girls down and then getting on top of them. She's arm barring girls off her back and pulling triangle chokes and shit. So I just think Oliveira, like, she was literally mounted and in terrible situations with Ricci and survived all 3 rounds. So I think she's able to stop pretty much most of the takedowns of Demopolis, even though like Ricci was taking her down kind of easy. So that's what gave me pause. Plus, I don't really like the female fights, but I really do think Oliveira is going to win this fight. And I mean, maybe not make it look easy, but if she stops all the takedowns, like I think she kind of, like I said, what's her name? Demopolis, 7% takedown accuracy. If she stops them, she's going to piece her up over with the height and reach advantage.
For sure. Papa Chuck said, I've got Vanessa via stripper strength submission. Love it. SK said, joke stripper pole strength.
Yeah.
Pink Freud said, I bet Vanessa, then Maria, then back on Vanessa. I should probably cash out and stay away.
Yes.
Yeah, I would cash out on one of the either one Vanessa bet or the Maria bet, or both.
That's funny.
Pick a side. Carlos said, Oliveira by decision for sure, but no bets. So can't do that. I hear you, but man, I'm really this close though. SK said Maria is a flashy fighter. She can be a little flashy, but man, the UFC Austin fight, I mean, she was feeling it, and I actually had a bet on Gloria, and I was kind of mad that she. But Maria looked good in that fight too.
Yeah, she's talented, dude. Athletic, strong, a lot of things that Vanessa ain't.
True. Dirty Red said Maria by decision for me too. Herb said, I just bet against Oliveira because I'm petty and out for revenge after she got robbed by Gloria. I get it. SK Oliveira's record is suspect, beating trash cans with under 500 and getting crushed by people with records above.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, look at Vanessa's.
Well, no, Vanessa's actually fought some pretty decent comp. So like she has some all her losses besides I believe one. It's got like I believe 4. And 3 of them are to UFC girls, level girls. Like they're all
true. But I mean, let's go back through it real quick. Jinyu Frey should have lost.
Yeah.
Gomez Juarez.
She was on her way out.
Probably should have lost, but I'm giving her credit for that submission win. But I mean, if that happens again, I don't think she gets that submission.
Right.
Let's see who else was there. She beat. Oh, that's all. And then she lost to JJ Aldridge in the UFC. So, and she's solid. I mean, there's no shame in that.
No.
Omar said, y'all should get into Bellator. There's a card this Friday, and PFL championship is next Sunday or next Friday. Yeah, I'm going to be at Bellator, actually. It's in Chicago, and I'm about an hour away. So I'll be there with Patrick.
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, these dudes are troopers, dude. So you guys are going to the Bellator the night before, and then gonna do the fight companion the next day.
Well, here's the funny part about it. We're gonna go to Bellator on Friday night. I work Saturday morning. I work from home though, but I'll be working. And then while we're doing the live companion, I'll be kind of working as well.
Hell yeah.
It's fine. Only for 30 minutes. It's not a big deal, but
nope.
It's fun. Yeah, I mean, I want to get into Bellator in PFL, but man, it's so hard. UFC is more than enough right now.
Yeah, with work and that. Yeah, man. Yeah, Bellator, PFL, that would all be.
It'd be fun.
Yes, sir.
And then the chat poll says Oliveira 55%, so pretty close fight.
Yeah, chat's on tonight of going back and forth, definitely, or at least keeping these fights close for sure. But I mean, they're lying pretty close too.
Yeah, I don't blame anybody for picking Vanessa. I just feel like I have a little angle, and I feel like Oliveira is a little bit more safer, if you want to say. But
right, if any of them safe in this fight, low level women's MMA.
Speaking of safe fights, let's move on up to the next one. Ricky Turcios versus Kevin Natividad. I will start this one. I guess it's my turn. Oh man. I mean, in any other person that Turcios is fighting, I would probably pick the other person, but man, I'm gonna pick Ricky here. No bets. I'm gonna say it right now. No bets here. I just think I just keep going back to his last fight and how awful it was. And I'm hoping he doesn't do that again for everybody who bet him. And I just don't like you said earlier before we got here, Natividad's not good. Like he's got decent grappling, but I don't think we've seen it too much in the UFC. He's chinny. I'm not saying Turcios is a knockout artist, but he's a pretty decent striker. He can piece him up for 3 rounds if he lands, if he tries to land him or shots, if you want to say. And if he gets taken down, Turcios, he's very good off his back. He's very active, and has a good get up game, and he's got good submissions too. So I'm gonna go with Turcios here. I mean, he should win this fight, but I'm just hoping the real Turcios comes to this fight, like that was on the Tough series, and he should win this one. I would say by decision, at least like 29-28 for sure. Who you got?
Yeah, man. I'm with you on all that. First off, Amin Zahabi's way better than Kevin Natividad. Even though he's maybe not the greatest fighter in the world, he's good. Like he's good. He's been training with the best people in the world. He's got a good strategy. He's got good counterpunching, good grappling. Turcios got hit with a couple giant shots right off the bat, and it looked like he didn't. In the first round, he got caught like not rocked. When I was watching it, I seen him get hit hard, and you could see he was like, "Oh shit!" And then after that, he didn't want to get close enough to punch again. But Natividad's not doing none of that. Natividad shouldn't be in the UFC. SK's got to bring up Natividad's record of the people he fought prior to, because it's terrible. He's slow. He doesn't even punch that good. You see, Miles John made him look slow. Dana obviously might even have made him slow a little bit now because he got him cold. I just think Turcios is going to be just as good, if not better, everywhere. And I don't think that Natividad is going to hit him hard enough to scare him off, to not want to strike with him, grapple, do all that. Like I said, Amin Zahabi would be minus 300 to Natividad or more. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's no way in hell I would ever make a breakdown and be like, Natividad's going to beat Amin Zahabi. So, yeah, man, I'm going to take Turcios. I think he can get the decision win. Maybe he gets a knockout. Natividad's been knocked out 3 times. Most of them are quick. I think he got knocked out in like 13 seconds or 7, 10, 20 seconds, something like that, to a nobody a couple years ago. But these last 2 times he's got knocked out have been bad. His chin's probably compromised, and I just don't think he's that good anywhere in MMA. I was watching fights there. He seems, I don't know, he seems slow, not that great. So I think Ricky Turcios, UFC did him a favor. They're going to get this UFC fighter, tough winner a win, get him back on track, get his confidence up.
Yeah, like I mean, if he just needs to come in and just not do what he did in his last fight, and I think he won easily.
Yeah. Don't kick the fucking air, kick him.
Don't stomp the mat.
He's got a 3-inch height advantage, 2-inch reach advantage. He's going to have a way bigger speed advantage. Maybe even a grappling advantage. Like, there's nowhere I've seen Natividad's good anywhere.
And maybe wrestling and takedowns, but that's about it.
Yeah, like, but you've seen what you're going into Turcios's world there, because his scrambles are phenomenal, his reversals are phenomenal. He's got good jiu-jitsu.
Well, that's
gas tank's phenomenal. Like, everything. It's just that like if he didn't not fight his last fight and do that, maybe he had UFC jitters. It's his first real fight in the UFC and all that. Then he would be minus like 250, 300. He was minus like 190 to Zahabi. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude, I think that he can beat Natividad. If he beat Brady Hiestand, that fight was amazing, dude. And if he does that,
close fight.
I thought Hiestand actually could have won that too. But if he can fight like that against Natividad, he's going to beat Natividad.
Yeah, I just think they went with just the striking over the control time, because I mean, Turcios was active when he was on his back pretty much the whole time he was down on the ground. So he wasn't just sitting there and
when I started
using the elbows and stuff.
Yeah, when I started my betting thing, I started with $300 to like, I don't know if it was the first week I put it on here, but it was like within the first week, because my first bets that I made like to do this was I had a $200 parlay on Brian Battle and Dustin Jacoby when he fought Darren Stewart, and then Brian Battle fought Gilbert Urbina, and then I had the other like 150 on Brady Hiestand. I thought he won, dude. I was pissed. I would have had way more, but that's what makes me remember these guys' fights. It was like the first one I really wanted to start doing this. So.
Yeah. Carlos said he's going with his dude, Pretty Ricky. I got him in a parlay, got him at minus 155. I feel sort of confident he'll bounce back and win this fight. He better. Put it that way.
Is sort of confident? That's like.
Wait, hold on. Did it say sort of confident?
Yeah, isn't that like
I feel sort of confident. Okay.
I
like it, Carlos. I like where your head's at. I'm joking, dude.
I'm with you, though, bro.
Yeah. Dirty Red said, I put Turcios on a ticket today. I don't think Natividad will win in the UFC. I agree.
No.
Omar said, bet draw. That could happen.
Right. They both just punch air all damn night, and the 2 shots connected for each. Definitely.
SK said, probably will fade this fight, but count the foot stomps.
Yeah. Hey, man.
The foot stomps might outweigh the actual significant
Turcios
strikes.
Is like the freaking the male 135 Chukagian dude, just beating that freaking air up, Hiestand the fuck out of it. But it could get the win, dude. It could get the win.
Papa Chuck said, is it just me, or does Ricky seem like he's always tripping on mushrooms? Yeah, he does.
He ate, what were them, gypsum seeds or whatever they said kids used to eat when we were little, and it remember they said this kid ate a bunch of them, messed his head up. Maybe
I don't remember like that. What's up, Bunny Hunter? He said, what's up, guys? Big loss last week, 3 units on the NBA and 20 units on Izzy. Yikes.
Oh man,
a big the comeback is bigger. 100%. Let's fucking go. Let's make money this weekend. That's right.
That's a tough one, man, because Izzy was winning, dude. Well, Izzy was winning. Izzy was winning. I mean, I didn't have no bets on it, but you know what I mean? Izzy was winning, dude.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like he was gonna win that fight, and then he just got caught. Yoda said, I'm a little salty with Turcios after his last fight. Shaking my head, even though he should win. Yep, he should.
Yeah, he better.
And let's see what the poll says. The poll says Turcios 81%. So a lot of people.
Okay. I like that. I like that.
I like it too. But hey, you don't have to vote that because we like Turcios. You can vote for who you want. It's America.
It's America.
No, I'm just joking, guys. I'm trying to get let's see if we can get some contrarian picks or not. But we'll move on up to the next fight here. We got Miles Johns versus Vince Morales. Who do you got in this one? I already know.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna take Miles Johns here because he's better in every single aspect of MMA. He's faster, he's stronger. Like, he's literally the better fighter. The only thing you really got to worry about is his cardio, and you don't have to worry about that in all fights. The only fights that his cardios came up, I mean, his cardio, he didn't really start slowing down against Bautista. He just got hit with a giant knee, and Bautista's a savage, dude. And then against Castaneda, he was getting pressured so much, but Castaneda is way better than Vince Morales. Vince Morales doesn't really pressure you. Vince Morales doesn't really do anything all that great, to be honest. You know what I mean? He knocked out Louis Smolka, and that was because Louis Smolka literally was just throwing hooks like with his head down, and he just got caught like knees or something. He was coming out of a clinch, but he doesn't check leg kicks. Miles Johns, dude, to me he's a good wrestler. He's a good striker. He's got speed. He's got power. He beats up guys like this. Like when he steps up that level to another level where like Castaneda is or Bautista, he has problems, but he still makes it a good fight. But I think that he's got powerful leg kicks, dude, and I think that he's going to be able to use them obviously in this fight because you see Morales getting that leg beat up all the time. And I think that if he needs to, he can wrestle. And I just don't think that if it stays a striking match over the 3 rounds, he's going to be able to stick and move. He may even be able to get Morales out of there. I can see this fight looking a lot like the Anderson Dos Santos fight, where he's just faster, more athletic, moving around, beating up his legs. He beat up Anderson Dos Santos' legs really bad in that first round. It slowed him down bad, and then he ended up knocking him out in the third. And I think it's going to be something like that because I think he can land really big power. And I just don't really see. Like if you're betting Vince Morales, you're betting him on the fact that Johns is going to gas out. And if he doesn't, I've only really seen him, and he didn't really gas out bad against who the hell was it? Castaneda. Yeah. He just was putting a lot of pressure on him. Castaneda was coming forward, throwing a ton of punches, dude, eating whatever Miles Johns gave him and was just coming forward because Castaneda is usually durable. Yeah, man, I really think Miles Johns is better in every aspect of MMA, and he's faster and stronger. So give me that guy. I bet him. I got 3.5 units to win 2.5 units, and I'm pretty confident in that. I don't think Morales finishes him at all.
Yeah, I'm going with Johns here too. I like you said, I think he's just the better overall fighter. He definitely has the wrestling advantage if he uses it. Striking is going to be a little bit closer. I do give him the edge. I think he has more power as well. The only thing that does worry me is just John's cardio. Is he going to go too crazy in the beginning and not pace himself? He is taking this on short notice, but it's only like 2 weeks short notice. So it's not like a 6-day short notice or anything like that. So maybe something to look at in the weigh-ins. I think he'll be fine though. He's never really had any issues.
Right.
But I like Miles Johns. I think he does get it done. Morales, he's a solid fighter, but he's one of those fighters where he just doesn't do anything amazing, and he doesn't really knock out a lot of people. He doesn't really finish people, and he's pretty durable. His only knockout was by leg kicks. So
yeah,
that's the one thing with him is if you can get to his legs. Jonathan Martinez did. Gutierrez is the one that got him the knockout.
Miles Johns has powerful leg kicks, dude.
So that's the thing, dude. He doesn't check them. He doesn't check them, and they're there for the taking. So if he does that, that's another way for him to win.
Yeah, and I love the line. I got him at minus 140. He should be minus 200 or something.
I was gonna say it's about 160, 165 right now.
Like Miles Johns, if you don't like the striking, he can land the takedowns. Like I love everything about it, man.
I hope he uses some wrestling because that's what he needs to go back to a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just mix him in a little bit. Don't just do a wrestle heavy game plan. Just mix him in.
I agree.
That's how you win the fights. If he would have done that maybe in the Castaneda fight, he wouldn't have got pressured so much in the first round and second round and then, get knocked out.
Right.
But I think he's a good fighter. I like Miles Johns. I was just kind of salty from his last fight, so I didn't bet him.
I actually caught a Mini Romero. He does look like him, dude.
He does a little bit.
Fights like him too.
Yeah. Carlos, I sadly can't bet this fight on my sportsbook, Bovada, but I'm definitely going with Miles Johns. I think he gets it done inside the distance. Definitely can. Late second or third for sure.
Yeah.
Herb Dean said, should Morales finally get cut after this?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
It'll be 11-7.
Yeah. I've seen worse. 12 and 10.
Yeah. Angela Hill. That matter of fact, dude, they messed around and put Angela Hill and Michael Johnson on the same damn card. You got a dude that's 20-18 and somebody that's like fucking 12-10 or something like that. Like they got the craziest record like that in the UFC, but they're both tough as hell. They put up good fights every time. So I don't mind him being in there. But Vince Morales, he ain't putting on them performances to stay in.
Yep. Bunny Hunter likes Miles Johns too.
Nice.
Just hope he gives it to Morales with those leg kicks. Yep. That's one of the ways to win or take him down for sure. Jumbo Loco, what's up? He said, hi guys, sorry I'm late. John's short notice worries me. Yeah, and like I said, it does worry me a little bit too, but it's 2 weeks or so. And I mean, it's not like it's like 6 days or 5 days or something like normal short notice fights are, but we'll see what happens here.
Right.
Herb said, Morales went back to the gym after getting his legs destroyed by 2 Hispanics and thought, my last name is Morales. I'm Hispanic too. Maybe I should start throwing my own leg kicks. I mean, that might help.
Possibility.
Theo said, you guys see Izzy got arrested for brass knuckles. Yeah, that's...
What are you doing?
I also saw on Twitter, like a fan gave it to him.
But what are you doing? Mail them to yourself or something. I don't know. That might even be, I don't know if in New Zealand you're allowed to have them.
Yeah, and then
maybe
he didn't know. There's certain states though where it's illegal, and obviously New York is one of them. But there are certain states where it's not. I know in Indiana it's actually illegal too. So, you just can't have them. I mean, you can have them, but you can't be caught with them. Let's put it that way.
What the fuck's Izzy need brass knuckles for, man? Come on.
A fan gave it to him though, Cody. Come on, man.
24 karat gold.
That's right. And then the poll, we got 80% on John, so that's pretty much everybody agrees as well.
I like it.
We will move on to the next one, which is, let me get to my right thing here. All right, so Jennifer Maia versus Marina Moraz. I'm gonna be on an island on this one. I'm gonna go with Maia here. I think Moraz is good. Don't get me wrong; she's got good grappling, good striking. She's quick. But I think Maia's UFC experience is gonna shine here a little bit. I think she's got good striking as well. She might not have as much volume as Moraz, but I think she does have a little bit more power. She's really strong. She's good in the clinch. She does have good defensive grappling. So if Moraz tries to go for takedowns, I think Maia will be able to stuff them. And if it's going to be a striking match, I think it's going to be a lot closer than the line says. So it's whether or not is the judges going to score output over damage, if you want to say, or even just landing the harder shots. I think Maia can land the harder shots. I think she has the little bit, I don't want to say crisper boxing. I just think she's a little bit just lands the harder shots, if you want to say. So give me Maia here. I think the line's a little too wide as well. I'm just gonna, I don't have a bet on this fight either. I don't like a lot of these early prelim fights or whatever. I think a lot of them are just a little sketchy for me, but give me Maia here. I'm just going to go with the upset here. I think this is going to be a little bit closer than everyone thinks.
Yeah, man. At first, like before going into this, I thought I was going to win a bet, Marina Moraz, like better big. But the line is a little off, but I'm glad I didn't, because after watching film, man, this fight's going to play out really, really close. Like, because I'm not really sure who's going to be able to win the wrestling here, the takedowns. Because I know even after watching film, what makes me think and made me pick Moraz is her win over Bueno Silva, because it's kind of the same type of fighter, except I think Bueno Silva is way more dangerous standing up, dude, with her knees and her clinch and her elbows. Like her Muay Thai is legit. But Maia has good offensive wrestling. Like because then I'm watching, I'm like, okay, I started watching Moraz stuff first, and I'm like, damn, all right, she looked good against Bueno Silva. She gassed out a little bit in the third, though, to be honest. But Maia, when I watched her last fight with Manon Farrow, dude, that was a pretty good fight. You know what I mean? And she was actually taking Manon down. And if that's what scared me off betting this fight, besides it being a female fight, is that if Maia can out wrestle Moraz, you know what I mean? Because she has decent wrestling. You've seen her taking down Shevchenko and them. So I'm not saying she's going to be able to, but this fight's going to play out close on the feet and on the ground. So, but Marina, if she can get her wrestling going, Maia's easy to hold down a little bit. Once you get her down, she's easy to hold down and control if you don't get submitted. And Moraz showed excellent submission defense against Bueno Silva. And Bueno Silva, as we know, is dangerous as hell on the ground. More dangerous than Maia, in my opinion. Yeah. So give me Moraz by decision, but I think it's going to be a really good back and forth fight. And yeah, man, that line should be a little closer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if it was like, Moraz maybe 120, range or 125, I think that's appropriate. But I mean, I was tempted to maybe just throw a unit on Maya, but I'm like, no, this is women's MMA. Like, I don't feel that comfortable doing it.
Right.
But I can see it go either way. I think that's why I said I'm taking a shot here. I might be out on the island. I know a lot of people are on Moraz, and I get it. But I think a lot of people are overlooking Maya in the competition she fought.
Right.
And she beat the people that she needs to beat. But I mean, she's losing to the people that are just way better than her. So let's be honest. And she looked good in a couple of those fights for a little bit, at least a round or two, or maybe a round and a half.
Oh yeah, my stuff shouldn't be getting blurry no more either. I got some good. I got different internet.
Yeah, I haven't noticed it actually. It looks good.
Yeah, I've had our city.
Now that you say that, I haven't seen it.
Then they did like AT&T, whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever that shit's called. Yeah, I'm so terrible with technology, dude. I'm surprised I'm even able to make it to these shows.
I'm surprised I know how to turn on my computer.
Yes, the people, dude. I didn't use a laptop for probably like 8 years until I got this laptop recently. Like
because you were filming on your phone, right?
For a long time. Mm-hmm. Still giving them good picks, still giving them fire
that's
picks.
Right. It's all that matters. Don't matter.
A little janky, man. A little janky, you know.
Bunny Hunter said,
"Jang-a-lang, jang-a-lang,
jang-a-lang, jang-a-lang." Was that from? What I know it was Eddie Murphy and Life. That's what it was.
One of my favorite comedies.
It is a really funny movie. I couldn't remember the name, but I knew who it was.
Dude, me and my buddy at work, Snacks, man. That's like me and him, because like we argue about anything just because we're bored. So we'll like take the opposite side. I don't care if it's like, you think you're taller than this other guy we work with or something, and we'll be arguing, and people's like, what are they arguing about? Thinking it's just something retarded, and we're like the dudes off of Life.
That's nice.
It's for real. Cloud and Ray.
Bunny Hunter said, I'm Ray. Bunny Hunter said, I got to look over the film again and to make my decision, but I like Maya that lost a better competition. That's one good thing on her, I'll tell you that. Papa Chuck said, is there Mariah Playboy fade and play like OnlyFans fade? I mean,
we'll find out. Professional, so I think no.
I would, yeah.
I'm gonna advise that a lot of them, especially her, do that.
And I also want to say too, with Moraz, another thing that I was thinking about as well. Other than her last fight with Agapova, like she hasn't fought in like 2 years before that.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
Oh no, well, yeah, she's been off. I don't know what it was for, but she trains at ATT. So whatever she's been off, she's like Natalia Silva coming back 2 years later and look phenomenal against Agapova. But that's Agapova. Yep. That's why this line is looking how it is, because like you've seen, you can wrestle Agapova down.
That's what I was gonna say. That I mean, the that win doesn't really hold up that much right now. And there was a little extra, maybe there was extra bad blood in that fight too. So maybe it gave her a little bit of a boost that she really wanted to win that fight. I mean, there's going to be no bad blood in this fight. I mean, she might not have that extra adrenaline she looked amazing. I'm not taking anything away from her, but we know Agapova cannot wrestle and she has zero grappling.
And that's why the line's where it's at right now.
Yeah. And Maya is not like that. She's got good defensive grappling if it gets to the
this fight's going to play out 29-28, most likely.
Yeah.
Maybe even just split,
Yep. Carlos said Moraz by decision, but no bets. Just can't get myself to bet lower level. Yep, I get it. Trust me.
I'm with you.
Pink Floyd said, I think the PB Playboy shoot boosts her confidence at the very least. Yeah.
Boost mine.
Boosts a lot of people's confidence. The brass knuckles, definitely not legal in New Zealand. Probably not going to try pull Masvidal.
Yeah.
Pink Floyd said, take a Moraz, but I got Blanchfield at -265. Moraz at -200 is madness. Yes.
I agree with you.
That's madness in general. Yeah. Is it right now? -200?
She was -192 the last time I looked.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
that's not right.
That's steep. That's steep.
That's not right.
It's not that much of a disparity in their talents. You know what I mean? It's a big price.
Yep. Yeah. Dirty Red said, when you dominate someone like Moraz dominating Agapova, you remember what you did well and do that again. But I just don't think she'd be able to do that again, though. She might try.
Maya's got way better wrestling and jiu-jitsu, though. Like that's her background. is in jiu-jitsu and grappling. So I mean, it's gonna be a close fight, man. But I don't mind anybody taking Moraz or Maia on this fight, to be honest. I mean, as the price goes up, I don't think you can bet 200 on Moraz here.
I wouldn't even want to do like minus 170 where it was at, and I was like, nope.
Right. Maybe the over.
Yeah, I can see the over.
But that's like minus 350. So
yeah, it's not worth it.
We'll get on to these next. Yeah, let's get to these next good fights.
And then the poll said Maia 57%. So
wow, wowzers!
Taking shots on that. I like it.
I like it. I like where the crowd's at, man.
All right, so we'll move on up to the next one here, to the better fights. We got Zumagulov versus Charles Johnson. Who do you got here?
Man, dude, this I watched tape and then I'm like, man, I want to bet Charles Johnson. Bigger, longer. I think he's going to have a slight, striking advantage. He should be able to stop the takedowns, but dude, like Zumagulov just keeps fights so close, man. It's what he does. I thought he beat Jeff Molina. I honestly thought he beat Jeff Molina. I thought that live. I rewatched it again. I think Jeff Molina thought that. You could see even when they said his name, he was shocked. Yeah, man, I think that he's going to be able to. I'm taking Charles Johnson because I do think he'll be able to stop the takedowns or at least get off the fence, unlike he couldn't do against Makhachev. But not confident in it at all. I did bet the over. I bet the over with JDM, Jack Della. I mean, we haven't talked about it, but I bet the over with Jack Della in my only parlay because Zumagulov's only been finished one time in the last 9 years. Been finished twice in his career. The other one was like 10 years ago when he was young. And he's fought tough competition, dude. And then Charles Johnson's never been finished. And I see a lot of grappling up against the cage and a lot of that going on, and they're both durable. It sucked, man. I was at work when the line dropped, and obviously I couldn't go to the casino or nothing. It wasn't even at my casino anyways. It was online, but it was minus 170. So I'm like, man, I'm going to go put 3.4 units to win 2 on that. I love it. By the time I woke up and my casino dropped it was minus 240. So I had to parlay it with Jack. But I love the over. I like Charles Johnson, but dude, Zumagulov makes fights really tough. He arguably won the Pavian fight that he lost split decision. He arguably won the Jeff Molina fight, and Jeff Molina's good. You know what I mean? So it's hard to feel confident and think that like because Charles Johnson, you bet him, he's not going to go out there and finish Zumagulov, and he's going to have to win a decision. It's going to be a close decision. Like that's just how these dudes are. And so give me the over, dude. I feel real confident with that.
Yeah, I agree with you. You said Zumagulov, he's a fast starter. He likes to come out, I don't want to say guns blazing, like all out in the first, but he wants to put a pace on his opponent, pressure him. But I was impressed with Johnson. I knew he was good coming in his UFC debut with Makhachev. I mean, he stuffed a lot of takedowns, and if he did get taken down, he got back up from Makhachev. So I don't think he's going to be too worried about stuffing any of Zumagulov's takedowns. But striking, I think I like Johnson striking a little bit better. He's going to have the longer reach. He's going to be the bigger fighter. I think it's going to give him problems, Zumagulov. So I really like Johnson, and I think this is a good fight for him. It's going to be a good test. Don't get me wrong. He's not going to steamroll him, but I think he can win this fight. He just has to stuff the initial takedowns and just stay off the fence early. And I think if he stays at range, I think he should win this fight outstriking him. And you know what? If he goes for takedowns and he uses his grappling, he's got good grappling too. So I think he can maybe finish it late, maybe, but I think it's going to go to decision. Maybe. I said maybe. It would be in the 3rd round, so there's still 2.5 rounds there, or 2.5 minutes, I'm sorry.
Right.
But that would be the only it would be in the 3rd round I could see a finish. But I do think it goes to decision. I like Johnson though.
I like it. Yeah. The only dude that's finished Zumagulov in the last 9 years too is one Manal Cape. And that dude's a bad mofo. You know what I mean? As far as finishing people. So that's forgivable. But yeah, man, as long as he does it in the after the 2:30 of the 3rd, I'm cool with whatever.
It's all that matters. I mean, it happened to me in the D-Rod and Magny fight. Once that 2:30 hit, I'm like, we're good. And it literally like happened like a minute after that. I'm like, thank God. It was so close. Alberto, what's up? He said they announced another Crute brother fight. About to future fade that. You mean Jimmy Crute? Yeah, I'm fading that if that's what you're talking about.
I like Jimmy Crute. I don't know. I can't remember who he's fighting.
Menafield. He's going to get knocked out, dude.
I like Crute over Menifield. He just got dumb against Jamal Hill. Crute's really like to me, like he could knock out
I thought he was too.
Onion
Until
Man.
that, I was just like, dude, that was the worst game plan I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, but Jamal Hill is a different kind of dude than Menifield. Like
yeah,
Crute, like because Crute could wear out Menifield. I mean, Menifield lost to fucking William Knight.
But he's looked very good recently
Against a false Asgar dude and the one dude from Ukraine. Who did he just knock out? The Misha Serkinov and that one Eeyore dude that he falsified his record.
I think it's only
what do you think the line will
confidence. Be? If Menifield is a underdog, I'm betting him.
I hope it's like even money.
Down.
I'm pounding on Crute.
Well, then that would be close, a good bet if it's even money for sure.
Who's you going to pick really quick? Just a real quick one. Who's you going to pick? Kyler Phillips or Jack Shore?
My early lean, I didn't do any research for it, and I saw that fight, but my early lean was Kyler Phillips.
I bet him. I had bet 265 to win 250. And
was he the underdog? Or
slightly? Well, it's minus 105, minus 115.
Okay.
But I'm sure more money was going to come in on Shore. But yeah, man, Kyler Phillips is a beast.
He's legit. I like him.
He's going to be faster with more power and stuff.
I mean, Jack Shore is good, but that
was going to be a good fight, dude.
Yeah, I was pretty bummed when I saw that.
Yeah.
Bunny Hunter said, I want to say Charles, but Zumagulov has some power in those hands. And if he was able to not get submitted by Makayev, I think he will handle Zumagulov's takedowns and grappling. Got to rewatch the film, though. Yeah, I think he will be able to stuff the takedowns. Like, I'm not saying Zumagulov has bad wrestling. He just doesn't have Makayev.
He's going to have to be able to get off the fence because Makayev wasn't really taking him down, holding him down. He was doing a lot more holding him up against cage, Matt returning him. That's why he had the 12 takedowns. But like Johnson couldn't get off the cage. You know what I mean? So, and Zumagulov, he's good at that. That's why I like this over. I feel like there's going to be a lot of that. And
I think so early for sure.
Like Charles Johnson's got a little pop in his hands, but he's touching you a whole bunch, man. Muay Thai style with the Tiger Showman, but it should be a decent little fight.
Yep. Yeah. Carlos said, let me get Charles Johnson. Dude looked really impressive against Makayev, lost, but gave him a run for his money. I got him at minus 165, one of my parlays. I like it. Papa Chuck's going with Master Z here. There are a lot of decent dogs in this card. I think it's a decent dog. I just like
not bad at
Johnson
all.
A little bit more. Dirty Reds played Johnson on a parlay 2 today. I like it. Vasco said Manel Cape is a bad mofo indeed. Yes, he is.
Bad mofo.
Omar said Zalgas's face was pretty mangled after the Molina fight, and Molina looked like he wasn't touched. That's why he won plus control time. I mean, that makes sense. But man, it just looked like Zumagulov won that fight. I don't know how. I really thought he won that fight.
Yeah,
it was even close.
Molina, I think, felt
he
that
did.
way. But
he just kept getting taken down and controlled. I mean, Molina was landing the shots, but I mean, it's the new judging. You just never know what you're going to get in 1 week, and then the next week it's totally different. So,
and see, that's the thing, though, man. Like Zumagulov is tough with good wrestling and stuff, and maybe he can take Charles Johnson down. We don't know, and it's going to be close. I'm imagining he's going to win at least one round somehow.
Yeah, I was going to say Zumagulov can win the first round because he usually starts off pretty fast, but then I think he starts to wear down a little bit, and I think that's where Johnson will win rounds 2 and 3 into a decision, or maybe a late knockout or submission or something stupid.
Right.
And the poll says 70% on Johnson. So
nice.
Everybody likes Johnson. I like it.
That's what I pick, but I just think it's going to be too close to win a bet.
All right, so we're in the main card here. If you haven't hit the like button, there's 34 people in here. Please hit the like button as well. Also, check our channels out if you're new here. Subscribe. We have a lot more content coming. We do live streams every week, every Wednesday night. So definitely come back. And we'll move on up to the main card here, and it's going to be JDM, Jack Della Magdalena versus Danny Roberts. I believe it's my turn. I'll make this short and sweet. It's going to be JDM all day. He's going to get the knockout. I don't know if it'll be in the first round, but if it's not, it's going to be in the early second round. I think he's just got the better striking. He's got more pop in his hands. He could take a punch. Danny Roberts cannot take a punch. And that is the key here. Give me JDM. I have him in like 3 different plays. I'm that confident. If you have a bet, let's say, for instance, if you like Charles Johnson to win, and you want that plus money, you add JDM in there and get it to plus money, because I think he's going to win. I would be shocked if he loses. The only way I think he loses, and I don't even want to say it. I'm not even going to say it. But there's only one way he loses, and I'm not going to say it.
Better not happen.
That's it. That's my breakdown.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's exactly how you break this fight down, because he's gonna win. Like, I mean, Danny Roberts, 35 years old, doesn't have the best chin in the world at all. To his MO, he gets knocked out most of the time in the first round. I know it took Mike Perry till the third round to knock him out. Francisco Trinaldo like semi knocked him out like 4 times in their fight. And Jack Della hits way harder than Francisco Trinaldo. So he hits hard with both hands, dude. I'm high on this kid. I think that he's going to be really good. He's super tough, super durable, slick boxing, dude. Fast hands, and yeah, I think he's gonna touch that chin sometime in that first or second round. I wanted to bet the under in this, the under 1.5, but I just ended up staying away. I did parlay Jack with that over in his Zagauskas fight. But yeah, man, I think he gets the knockout, and I think he gets it in that first or second round. He's knocked out 11 of his last 12 opponents, and of his 12 wins, 11 of his 12 wins, and most of them are in that first and second round, if not I think all of them. So it's a little step up in competition from some, like not Ramazan maybe, but from the rest of the people he's been fighting. But Roberts is old with no chin. So yeah, give me you said, give me Jack Della by first or second round KO.
Yeah, I mean, Roberts has decent striking. Like, he's not like a bum, but man, once you hit him pretty good one time, I just feel like, I don't want to say he quits, but like you could tell he just changes instantly. He's like, all right, I don't know if I want to be here anymore. One of those things.
Right.
But he doesn't quit. He's just like, I'm going to be super safe and not do anything except get hit and lose.
Yeah, true.
So I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of Danny Roberts.
No, and Jack, it's a small cage, and Jack puts pressure on you from the opening bell. He don't even touch gloves with you. If you go watch his fights, people's like, you want to touch gloves? He's like, no. Yeah. And he comes out.
I mean, look at his face. Like, look at his nose. Like, he doesn't care if he gets hit.
He's built for this shit. Yeah, and he's hitting hard with both hands. He's got to protect himself, though, because like you said, Danny Roberts got a little pop to it. He's got some good boxing. He's been in there with some experienced people. So keep your guard up. Go in there and don't mess around, man. But I think JDM gets him out of there, and I think he has a good, nice career in the UFC.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Theo said off subject early Mystic Mac prediction for Bobby Nux versus Costa.
I mean, you got to go with Bobby Knuckles, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
that's over. I mean, even though I love Costa too, but it's like, I mean, he can wrestle him. He can do a lot of stuff. I think it would be a good fight. I don't think it'd be no terrible fight, but yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think Whitaker just.
I want to see the line on
foolish. I think Whitaker is like minus 250.
Oh wow, yeah.
I think he makes him look foolish, to be honest. I mean, Costa will always have a puncher's chance in every one of his fights. But I just think Whitaker's too technical on his striking. He can, like you said, he can wrestle if he wants to. Right. He's really quick for a middleweight. I mean, the only person he can't freaking beat is Izzy. That's it. Mm-hmm. I think he really can beat Pereira. I'll say it right now. I think he can beat Pereira.
You have a better chance of beating him than Izzy, I think.
Yep. So, yeah, give me Bobby Nux all day. I will be betting him in a parlay for sure. Omar said one judge gave him only a 30-27, and I don't agree with that one bit. That's wild.
I like
what's
that.
up, man? He said
tough parlay.
Tough parlay is a lock.
Brady and Turcios and Hiestand. I like it.
Whew, lock is a strong word, but I agree.
Yeah.
Omar says, say it. I will not say it.
I won't do it.
I won't do it. Thomas said, JDM is my only bet this week or weekend. Trying to play one lock every week, and this one seems pretty safe. It is like 99.9%.
Yeah, I like that. Super
Carlos
lock.
Said, my super lock of the card.
Another level.
JDM in 2 different plays. I got the money line minus 500, wins by KO, knockout, or DQ minus 197. I think that happens too.
I like that. I like them bets, man.
Yep. Derek said my fight finish algorithm has gone 6 for 6 in the last 2 weeks. Nice. And it's calling finishes for JDM, Fialho, Salikhov, thank you, Kutilaba, Kennedy, thank you. And Spivak, Lewis, thank you.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay, we're all good. We're all on the same page.
Yeah, I agree with all that. His fight model is awesome too.
Nice.
His algorithm is killing it. Killing it.
Right. Dirty Red said you gotta drop some coin to make minus 500 worth it. Yeah,
but if you got coin though, like some people's betting like $50,000,
$100,000. I mean,
yeah,
that's
to win like 10 grand, and it seems
10 grand.
Seems like it, as long as you don't slip on a banana, but banana peel. But yeah, man, if you like Dirty Red said, most people can't do that. But if you can, even if you were playing 1,500 to win 300, and you're like, I'm just gonna go big on this, seems like a free 300. It really does.
Herb Dean said minus 250 is a gift for the best middleweight in the world, and he did beat Izzy in the second fight, Johnny. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it was definitely debatable. I could see it go either way. I was just saying officially he just can't beat him, but he looked really good. I think other than the first round, because he did get knocked down, right? If I remember correctly. But other than that, he looked really good in the whole fight. Carlos said, put him in a parlay to juice it, Dirty Reg. And John said, Whitaker plus Islam is money.
Let's see. Islam. You can't say Islam. You can't mention Islam till 2023 with Johnny, man. This is the rules, man.
I'm not saying I disagree, but it just hurts.
Well,
it hurts.
Dude, I don't know. The Islam versus Volkanovski, man. I'm going to do a deep dive into that mofo because I'm not so sure it's just that easy. It's going to be just that easy.
I'm going to as well, but I said that with Oliveira as well, and he made
Oliveira was stuffing Islam's takedowns in the second
until he got. And yeah, I don't want to relive that.
Yeah, I just don't understand how Oliveira got outstruck by Islam. It still blows my mind.
I know he did that stupid jumping knee kick, and he freaking right hooked him to Shadow Realm.
Fucking O'Day.
O'Day
Oliveira.
Yes, it was the same shit. Vasquez said, "Man, I have to leave this live. Gonna stay on the channel." But yes. What's up? Dirty Red said he should win for sure. I'll give you that part. Jumbo Loco said I got JDM to win in under 1.5. So hearing Cody's over is making me reconsider.
Over.
Oh, he meant the over in a different fight. He parlayed.
Yeah, no, I parlayed Della Magdalena with the over from the Charles Johnson Master Z fight. No, I think this fight goes under. I feel like it goes under. Dude.
Yeah, I mean the 1.5. I'm a little skeptical to bet, but I would say it goes under 1.5.
In that little cage, I should have bet it, man. In that little cage with JDM's power and aggression, the way he's walking you down, dude. Like I don't see how. And his chin, Danny Roberts' chin, is a perfect storm.
Yeah. Theo said after the Ortega fight, I'd say Volk destroys him in the 3rd round. Okay, bold. I like it.
Dude, I think Volk has a chance, bro. He does have a chance. Volk is a tough motherfucker, dude. And like his striking is going to be better than Islam's. I don't care if Islam knocked out Charlie. Like Volk's striking is going to be better. And Volk's more durable too. You know what I mean? Than fucking. And Volk's going to look big at 155, short but stocky, and like he's good. He's good. Can he stop the takedown?
He's pound for pound the best right now for a reason. He's really good.
Yeah, and maybe we just Charlie Oliveira, we just pumped him up a little too much or something. I don't know what happened, but something happened. But we'll see, man.
I just think he had an off night, man. Honestly, I think he could have done better. I'm not saying he could have won and or should have won, but he could have done better than that.
Right. Oliveira, bro. That's him, dude.
That's him. So
Charlie
Cole has 95% JDM. I want to find out who did not vote for JDM.
Is Dev in here?
Show yourself. No, I'm joking. You don't have to. but seriously, I want to see if you did. All right, moving up to the next one here. We have, let's see, Muslim Salikhov versus Andre Fialho, and it is my turn. This, you know what? I was actually going back and forth with this one. Both guys recently got knocked out pretty bad. Muslim is a little bit older now. He's 38 years old. He's a very good striker, very good kicks. He likes to use his kicks a lot. He does have wrestling, but he doesn't really use it. So I don't think he's going to use it in this fight either. And we all know Andre. I mean, he's just a pressure forward fighter. He's got very good boxing. He does throw some leg kicks, but not a lot of them. He's kind of hittable, but he'll take a punch to give a punch and knock you out. So this style or Andre's style of fighting for me is this is going to end by KO one way or another. And I'm going to go with Fialho here to get the knockout. I think he's the younger fighter. I know he's been rocked in his last couple fights, but I just think maybe Salikhov's going to use his kicks too much, and Fialho is going to just eat a leg kick and just land on his face and eventually just get the knockout from there. I don't think it gets into the third round. I think the under or over under is set at -2.5, and I like which I was shocked, and I like the under 2.5 in this one for sure.
Yeah,
and I just think one of these guys is going out, and I really think it's going to be Muslim. I just don't. He just doesn't really have the cardio anymore to do it, and I think he was doing good in the Jing Liang fight in the first round, but then you saw him slowly fade, and then he got knocked out in the third. I mean, that could happen here in this fight too, but I think Fialho can end it in the first round as well with his pressure. He's going to be in the face of Salikhov, so it's going to negate the kicks. And so give me Fialho here. I mean, I'm not super confident enough to bet him, but I love the under, and I love fight doesn't go the distance. I think it happens for sure.
Yeah, man. I like that under too, but it's because Muslim Salikhov was going to knock out Fialho, dude.
I'm okay with that.
Bro, Fialho fucking made Jake Matthews look like Anderson Silva out there. He got caught by Cameron Van Camp and got rocked by Van Camp. Like, dude, like Fialho's not that good. All he has is boxing, and he comes forward. Where Muslim Salikhov's best thing is counter-striking. That's really what he does. He loves to counter-strike people. And, dude, he hits way harder. Like, the difference between Jing Liang and Andre Fialho is huge. Jing Liang, dude, throws so many feints, dude. He'll wear you out with just feints. If you go watch his fight with Muslim Salikhov, he's fainting everywhere. Muslim, he's kind of reacting to him. Fialho don't do that. He's marching forward, just trying to fucking box you. And Salikhov can deal with a straight boxer, dude. And Fialho, I mean, he got hyped up getting his win over Miguel Baeza, and he looked okay against Michel Pereira on short notice, but Pereira was training for somebody else. I think Salikhov can finish him, dude. I think he can counter him one really good time, dude, and hurt Fialho. Like, Fialho's chin, to me, is super suspect. And Salikhov's good, man. Yeah, he's like 38. I don't think he really got gassed as much. He slowed down a little bit in the second round against Jing Liang, but Jing Liang hit him with a big-ass shot. You know what I mean? It's not like he just gassed out. He got hit with a big-ass shot. It's kind of like what happened with Carlos Ulrich.
Wasn't he trying to use his wrestling too? Wasn't he trying to take – okay.
Yeah, he did. He took Jing Liang down in the first round, but let's not compare Andre Fialho to Jing Liang. Jing Liang's
I'm not. I'm just trying to remember in my head.
With you. Yeah, I'm not saying with you. I'm just saying in general. We can't – because, like, Jing Liang's knocking Andre. Dude, did we see what Jake Matthews did to Fialho? Dude, he fucking pieced him up. He didn't even wrestle him. He pieced him up, and everything he's hitting him with, he's just like, I just think Fialho's too one-dimensional, dude. I think he came in and he took all them fights on short notice right away. You know what I mean? And people didn't know what they're training for, and he came out strong because he slows down too, man. He slows down just as much as Salikhov. But I think Salikhov's the way more well-rounded fighter, dude. And I think Salikhov hits way harder. He's got clean-ass knockouts in the UFC over like Nordib, Talib, a couple other people, but he hits hard, dude. And not impressed with Fialho, dude. I think that he's going to be able to counter Fialho. Fialho comes forward in his boxing stance, and Muslim Salikhov has so much more variety of strikes, and I don't think it's going to be that easy. Like, Salikhov doesn't just get knocked out. Like, Jing Liang, dude, knocked out Ponzinibbio, knocked out a lot of people, dude. He finishes people. And I think Salikhov's, he's got to win over Eliza Dos Santos, like just a couple fights ago. He got to win over Trinaldo. I'm taking Trinaldo over Fialho too. You know what I mean? I'm taking Trinaldo over Fialho. Fialho's not that good. So he's only got boxing. He doesn't wrestle. He doesn't grab. He doesn't, like you said, he don't kick. Ain't no head kicks. And when you got a master striker like Salikhov, dude, he's going to be able to deal with just boxing. Yeah. You know what I mean?
The only thing that worries me, though, and you make great points. I'm not trying to I'm just going to play devil's advocate.
Oh, yeah. That's the show. That's what we did.
Fialho, he just pushes forward, and I think it's going to negate Salikhov's kicks, and he has really good kicks. I don't think he has the best hands in the world. Not saying that he's a bad striker with his boxing, but I think his kicks are his best asset, if you want to say.
Decent hands too.
I'm not saying but his best asset is kicks, I think.
Yeah. But I just don't think Fialho's all that great. I think he got into the UFC on some short notice stuff. I think he's got some good explosive power in the first round, but bro, he gets hurt in every fight, man. Bieza had him hurt. He got hurt against Cameron Maincamp. He was hurt. Yeah. He got fucked up by Jake Matthews. Like, if you go watch that fight, bro, he looks like he don't even belong in the UFC. Like, Matthews ain't even a striker. He's a grappler. Pieced him up.
Do you think it's one of those things with Jake Matthews, though, like Natalia Silva, where we just didn't know and she came out and you're like, oh my God.
No, because we've watched him grow up in the UFC since 21.
But he was off for a while, though, before that fight.
I think that's how bad Fialho is, dude. Okay. Is that he made Jake Matthews look that good to where we're going to go watch Jake Matthews fight some striker and he's going to say, he's not bad at striking, but Jake Matthews don't knock people out. He's not, he's a decision guy. Like,
he's a strong dude, though.
Yeah. But I mean, he's a 155er, and dude, he fucking pieced up Fialho. He made Fialho look like he didn't even belong, dude. Like, to be honest, if you go out and Fialho, Dev said, a younger, fresher fighter. Is he really, though? Because I've seen him take way more damage in his last 3 fights than I've ever seen Salikhov. Salikhov didn't even get knocked out really too cold. You know what I mean? He got dropped and got on real quick. Like, the beating that what's his name put on Fialho was terrible, dude. And I think Fialho was a favorite maybe in that fight, or no, maybe not.
I think he was a favorite, yeah, because Jake Matthews, I know a lot of people hit that. I think he was a dog.
I don't think Salikhov's that bad. I just think that he had a tough fight with Zhang Liang. He beat Trinaldo the fight before that. He beat Leski dos Santos the fight before that. It's not like he just like fell off a cliff. I think he's still good. I just think that he fought a badass mofo last fight, dude.
Yeah.
That would Zhang Liang.
Another thing too, think of it this way too, and I'm like I said, I'm playing devil's advocate. Maybe Fialho was expecting a wrestle heavy game plan, and Jake's like, nah, bro, I'm gonna do a boxing heavy game plan, and he just kind of just surprised him.
But he gave him what he wanted, and that's where Fialho should have just pieced him up. Because Fialho just comes forward, dude. Jake Matthews was piecing him up with like 3-piece combos, where he was like throwing to the body, coming up to the head, dude. I didn't bet this fight, but I really do, man. I really do think that that Salikhov wins.
Yeah. What's up, Turpa? He said Fialho's type that looks awkward from mid-range at times because he only wants to throw straights. Yeah. But he like pushes forward. He tries to get up close to you, but I mean, he's hittable. Like,
that's where you get countered.
Definitely hittable.
Super.
What's up, SFC Blitz? He said beats Blitz. Sorry. You're a beast with the picks. I try. I wouldn't say I'm a beast. But I study film, write my picks down, then watch your predictions, and whatever fights we agree on are locks. And I've been making bank. There you go. I'm glad you're doing it. That's the way you do it, guys. I will not say I am amazing at picks, but if you agree with what I do, you just make your own little reads, you write them down, and then you make the bets. Like, we try to help everybody out. We give you our opinions. We could have the wrong opinions. I mean, I probably was the only person who picked Claudio Puelles to win. Bad pick.
We'll probably have to go to these other fights. We're bullshit. I didn't even see the time, dude.
All right, we'll move on up a little bit quicker.
We got 3 fights left.
Yeah, we'll go. Sorry. Oh, here's a good one. Chase Sherman versus Waldo. Start it off here.
I'm taking, man. This is my only nervous bet of the card. Is that we had Chase Sherman versus Waldo. I bet the over 1.5 in this fight because Chase Sherman, he's 9-4 of his fights in the UFC have gone over a round and a half, and two or three of them that he lost that went under were to grapplers, which Waldo ain't gonna do. I wanted to bet Chase Sherman at plus 160 so bad, dude, because like Waldo, it scares me because I don't understand how Waldo's fighting this fight. Because I bet the over in the Waldo Jared Vanderera fight. That's why I'm running this back. But like I thought he was going to get stopped by leg kicks in that second round before even the over 1.5. Like, he was getting hit so bad and like limping, switching stance. He can't take it to the ground. And now he's fighting 3 weeks later. So the only thing that worries me about this not going over, because Waldo's not a KO guy. You've seen he's got good boxing, but he's not like a KO boxer. He's going to beat you up over 3 rounds and stuff. He can maybe knock out lower level guys, but Chase Sherman has good boxing too, but he has powerful leg kicks, man. So, damn, dude, I'm going with Chase Sherman. I bet the over 1.5, and I'm probably going to, I know I'm going to be sweating it out because it's heavyweight boxing, or heavyweight fighting, but I just think Chase Sherman can beat him. I just think that he's going to land a couple kicks to Waldo's leg that's already should be sore, and it's just going to compromise him. And then maybe he's a boxer, so he's going to be heavy on his lead leg. I just don't see how you learn to check leg kicks. I think we've seen that Chase Sherman beat up Vandera, and I thought Vandera had a chance to win that fight against him. So it's like the line, and it keeps going up for Waldo. So I don't know, but I bet the over. Both these guys, both their records show over. I believe now with Waldo's last fight, he's gone to like over 1.5 rounds in like 6 out of his last 8 or 5 out of his last 7 or something crazy like that. And Chase Sherman, he's always going past it. Like I said, other than his quick losses to like way higher level competition than Waldo, I'm not impressed with this Waldo Cortez Acosta at all. Like he fought Jared Vandera, which is probably the lowest level of the fighter in the UFC, and I didn't even think he looked good. And that was 3 weeks ago. So what could he have learned in that time? So give me Chase Sherman, but I'm going to take him on the over, and I think maybe even in the 3rd round he can win. But I bet the over. I'm not betting the actual money line.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Sherman as well. I'm not impressed with Costa after the Vandera fight. I mean, that was pretty. I mean, he won, but not very convincingly, and he should have looked pretty convincing. That in the leg, I don't know how the leg is going to hold up either. Not saying Sherman, has leg kicks, but he definitely should do at least a few. And once he starts getting those leg kicks going, Waldo's going to start thinking about that leg again. And that's only going to help Sherman. And the line, I think, is just insane.
It is.
Like
it don't make
Sherman's like plus 180, 190 right now, and I'm like, both these guys probably are not going to knock out each other. This is going to be a striking match, and the only reason why Waldo, I think, won was because he was damaging the face of Vandera instead of the leg. Right. Now, enter Sherman. Sherman will be damaging the face more so. Is this going to be a close fight? I mean, I'm almost tempted to freaking throw a unit on Sherman if it's plus 200.
Dude, it's well worth it.
I mean, it's weird for me to even say that. And you know me, guys. I think Sherman's not great at all. He's bottom 6, 5, 4, 3 of the heavyweight division. So I just don't think Waldo's that good. He's very wild. He's not very technical. I mean, he's not a knockout artist. So he's not a grappler. Like, how do you beat Chase Sherman? You grapple with him easy if you want an easy dominant win. So give me Sherman. I think it'll be closer than a lot of people say. And I don't want to pay minus 200 for Waldo to win, maybe.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I just want to go over 1.5. Dude.
I think the over is safe. It's 1.5, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Safe.
Yeah.
What's everybody else say here real quick? Dirty Red said Waldo wins again. Possibly. Theo said under 2.5. Okay.
Yeah.
Greasy ass heavyweight fight, to be honest, but give me the salsa boy no bets.
Right. Yeah.
John said over 1.5. I thought Waldo was going to finish Vandera and lost 2 parlays for that.
Oh, I would hit big on that over 1.5. Because like Waldo's not a finisher like that. If you go look at his record, dude, he's only got a couple KOs. It's over lower level guys, and then and if he does, he's finishing them late. Late in the 3rd, like over the 2.5 even.
I think he's even finished people like in the 4th or 5th round in 5-round fights too.
The one
like something later.
He finished the one dude at like 3:55 or 4:55 of the 3rd, but it was a 5-round fight. But he finished him. But it was going in. But he looked fresh and stuff. But the other dude was a wrestler that wrestled him for the whole time and then gassed out a little bit.
Yeah.
So. But the other dude was pretty good. But yeah.
Then Dirty Red said he will find the chin this time. I mean, it's possible because Sherman does not move his head. And he does have
he looked a little better against Vandera. If you looked when he boxed Vandera, dude, he was using head movement. It was weird.
No, but it's Vandera. I don't want to bring Vandera.
I thought he beat Waldo. I thought they were going to announce that he beat the Waldo. Because remember when Waldo was like salsa dancing in 3rd, and you're like, what are you doing, dude? You're not even winning this fight. Even the announcers were like, bro, you're not even winning.
Yeah. So it was a close fight. I mean, but I would have gave it to Waldo. I mean, I just don't think that judges will score only leg kicks. And I think that's what got him to win. But we'll move on up to the next one. We'll move on up a little bit quicker. It's the co-main event of Ion Kutilaba versus Kennedy Nzechukwu. I'm going to go with Kennedy here. I was impressed with his grappling that he showed. I know it's Carl Roberson. I'm not saying Roberson's the best person, but he's going to be massive, dude. He's going to have like a 4-inch height advantage and like an 8-inch reach advantage, if I remember correctly. Let me just find out real quick before I say I'm lying, but 8-inch reach advantage. He's going to be the better striker. He's got good power. He's going to be tough for Ian to get close to. And if he does, like, he's going to be tough to take down. He's a big dude. And we all know what Kutilaba is by now. He just goes forward. He goes all out in that first round. He tries to wrestle, tries to take you down. He doesn't have the greatest submission defense. He can't really keep you down with top control. He always lets his opponents back up a lot. Johnny Walker beat him by submission. I mean, I'm not saying Kenny's going to come here and submit this guy, but I mean, the prop looks pretty juicy, and Kennedy's been working on his grappling and wrestling, so anything can happen here. But give me Kennedy. I'm pretty confident he weathers the Eon storm early, and I think he gets the finish, whether it's knockout or maybe a submission in the second or third round. Wouldn't that be something? So give me Kennedy here. I like him a lot. I have him in a parlay with JDM, and I think it hits. I like Kennedy a lot. I like what I'm seeing with improvements with him, more so than Kutilaba. We know what we got with Kutilaba, and he's killer be killed.
Right. Yeah. I'm not betting this fight. I'm taking Kennedy, but dude, this is the kind of guy that Ian beats. This is a step down in competition for Ian, to be honest. Like, when he usually dominates these dudes, comes out hard and beats these guys up like a Khalil Roundtree. He almost did it to Jacoby in the first round, but Kennedy starts off slow and Ian starts off fast, dude. And he's got good elbows. He's got really good elbows in the clinch, and you've seen what Dawoon Jung did to Kennedy in the clinch. And Kennedy just starts off slow, and I think that he's a step down in competition from fighting Ankalaev twice. And who else has Ian fought? Ankalaev twice. Then he's fighting like Ryan Spann, Johnny Walker. He had some other good one, Glover Textera. You know what I mean? He's been fighting crazy people, where Kennedy hadn't been fighting, Nikolai Nigurmedov and people like that. So I just think that it's going to be a really risky fight. I was looking at the over, then I'm looking at the under. I'm like, I'll take the over because I don't think that Ian's going to finish him. But then I'm like, man, Ian could finish him in that first round. First round and a half, because like I said, this is exactly the kind of guy. Like, I mean, if you go watch what Ian did to like Khalil Roundtree's tough. You would figure like Kennedy versus Khalil Roundtree be a good fight, close fight and all that. And he just like dominated him, took him down, beat him up with elbows in the clinch, took him down and elbowed him against the cage until, stopped him in like 2 minutes. So yeah, man, I would go with more like the fight doesn't go to decision, but it's hard to pick a winner. I'm going to pick Kennedy just because I guess I've seen him, take a beating, except in that Dawoon Jung fight. The Carlos Ulberg beating showed that maybe he can take it. He can't take them elbows though, but it's going to be crazy. If you bet Kennedy, dude, you're going to be sweating that first round like a mofo.
I'm not sweating one bit.
In that in the little cage?
Nope.
Nothing?
Nope.
What kind of deodorant are you using?
Anti-perspirant.
Get you a little plug here. Get you a little plug here real quick. But yeah, man, I got Kennedy with you, man. But it's like that first round. This is a step down in competition for Ian, in my opinion, and I think that he could come out and win.
Yeah, it's possible in the first round. I think that's the only way he wins is in the first round. I think Kennedy can win the first round. He can win the second. He can win the third. He can win by decision. So that's just me. Yeah. Papa Chuck said, "What do you guys think about Kennedy via sub?" I think it's sneaky. Actually, like later in the fight, as the fight goes on, I think he can, because maybe it's just because I've seen Kennedy use grappling in his last fight and wrestling, and he was trying to work for a submission and he didn't get it. But man, we know Kutilaba's submission defense is awful.
Yeah, but he's bigger and better than freaking Carl Robertson. It took him forever to do that to Carl Robertson.
True, but I mean, I see your point, but I also don't think Kutilaba has good grappling. He's got good takedowns, but he can't control them on the ground either. So, and Kennedy's a huge dude. I don't even know if he's going to be able to get him down. You know what I mean?
Right. I think
it's it's just a weird fight. I'm just like weirdly confident in Kennedy. If you want to say.
I don't blame you, but I'm telling you that first round is going to be, dude. Ian is he's a first round maniac. But I mean, once you get out of that first round, then you're going to be like, okay, good. But like,
I feel a little bit more comfortable. Yeah.
Kennedy's slower striker. It takes him a while to get started, and that's the kind of dude that fucking that Ian takes off on, because that's just. But I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Carlos said definitely betting fight doesn't go the distance in the parlay. Got it at -275, but Kennedy by knockout.
I love that. That's a good bet.
Kennedy's going with Ken.
Demonetized because I said
Demonetized.
Nicolau. I gotta stop.
Oh boy,
I'm rolling the damn dice with that. And I don't pronounce shit good anyways, man.
that's I didn't
Next
even
thing you
hear
know,
it.
my whole channel's gone. They're like, "Where's Blood Money?" Come back up. I got a new name and shit.
John said I got inside the distance for this one on a parlay
Love
with
that.
Jack. And so yeah, that's
Great bet.
sure.
That's a great bet, John.
And the under. Okay, the under. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Love
and then we got 64% of the chat saying Kennedy. So
like it.
It's Kennedy. All right, moving up to the next fight, which is the main event. It is gonna be Derek Lewis versus Sergey Spivak. Who do you got in the main event?
This is gonna be a good fight, dude. This is another one. I've been staying away from the damn main events lately just because I'm you know what I mean? After there's been too many. I've gotten burnt on all these injuries this year, other than the Ortega one where I had Yair. And plus it's always, you know, main events, two badasses. I think the last one I bet was Grasso actually, but I'm going to take Sergey. I'm going to take him to be able to land the takedowns. Derek Lewis has been looking out of shape in his last couple of fights. He knows he's not going on no title run. I think he's like almost 38. He's been finished in 3 of his last 4. He's been looking chubbier in his last couple of fights. As long as Sergey don't enter in stupid like blades, you know, he should be able to land some takedowns. And his grappling's phenomenal. Like once he gets Derek Lewis down, he can hold him down. If Lewis gets up, he does great suplex, mat returns, body lock, takedown. So I see him doing that and just wearing down Lewis. I just don't know if he finishes Lewis in the second or the third. That's why I stayed away from that prop, because, you know, Lewis, it just depends what we get. Is if he's in real great shape, then he can survive some takedowns, getting held down and stuff like that. But if not, I believe Sergey, what is it? Let's see. All right. Excellent ground and pound and sub. He's got 15 wins. 13 of them are finishes, and all of them are in the first or second round. Like, he hasn't finished nobody in the third. So he's basically finished, 85% of his wins in the first or second round. So it's going to fit the description that either he's going to get the win in the first or second round, or Derek Lewis is going to knock his head off. And that's why I stayed away from it, because I think Sergey is going to win, but I can also see him. I bet on him against Walt Harris when Walt Harris knocked his head off. I bet on him. No, I did not bet him against Tom Aspinall, but you see, he don't like to get hit real hard. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
And that's what Derek Lewis does. But give me Sergey Spivak. I'm gonna take him by second round TKO or sub, and I don't feel confident on the over under that first round. Is sometime maybe at the end of the second, but if I can also see Derek Lewis knocking his head through the apex. So
yep,
so I just stayed away from this altogether, man. But I do like Spivak.
Yeah, I like Spivak here too. I'm weirdly confident again. I'm going to say I think he gets this one done within 3 rounds for sure.
You gonna sweat the first in this one?
No, you know what? Not as much as the last fight. So I'll say no again. I have a really good deodorant. I don't know.
I guess so.
So yeah, I know the Aspinall fight. Like, the thing about that one, I will say, and that does worry me with Lewis. But Aspinall is a different animal, dude. He blitzes his opponents. And I think Sergey is like, whoa. And he got clipped and he didn't know what to do. And it was really quick. Lewis is not going to blitz this guy. He's never been like that. He's slow and plodding. He doesn't throw strikes at all until it's the right time in his mind. And I think this is going to be more of a feeling out process, maybe in the first half round. But I think eventually Spivak will use his striking, maybe just to set up some takedowns, maybe get up in the clinch, get up close to him, and then start using his trips. I don't think he's gonna go for like a blades double leg takedown, power double leg, if you want to say. Right. I don't think that's the right thing to do. I think he needs to clinch up with him and then trip him. And then I think it's going to be pretty much 1 trip, maybe 2 trips. And I think it's going to be ground and pound city, or maybe even a rear naked choke. But I don't think it's going to be a submission. I think it'll be ground and pound, because Lewis kind of quits when he knows he's going to lose. And I think once he gets down once and he can't get back up, or if he gets back up and gets down twice, I think he knows he's going to lose. He's going to kind of quit. And then I think it's going to be over from there. So like I said, I'm weirdly confident. There's always a puncher's chance with Lewis, let's be honest.
Knockout king.
I just don't think it's going to happen here, unfortunately. It's happened to him twice. I mean, lightning struck twice for him, so I just don't think it strikes 3 times.
Yeah.
Like, as in, like, he's losing a fight clearly losing a fight, and then he just pulls off a miraculous knockout with Volkov and Blades that one time when Blades was piecing him up on the feet. So
yeah.
You want to do a baby blood parlay real quick? I know you gotta go.
Yeah, no? Yeah. Let me grab her.
Okay, I'll go through the chat here real quick. Let's see. Yep, we're gonna do baby blood parlay here. Bunny Hunter Cody, your next channel should be called Baby Blood. Yeah, he should start one up for her. So I may or may not be at work while listening and accidentally hit Kutilaba, but I'm on Kennedy too. Okay. Bunk Hoots, what's up, man? He said Eon decision. I'd be shocked if it goes to decision, but it is possible. Bunny Hunter Lewis KO could happen. John said Spivak by submission. Definitely can happen. Papa Chuck, Spivak all day. The clinch work and wearing down the beast will be key. I agree. Theo said Sergey Lewis has lost his groove. Doesn't seem to be quickly motivated as usual. Yeah, he doesn't even want to be in 5-round fights anymore, and this is the 5-round fight. So he wants to get this done early. So maybe you want to do it under 2.5 because I know he doesn't want to go more than 3 rounds. What's up, baby blood?
Say what's up, Johnny and everybody. Say what's up.
You gonna pick some underdogs today?
She's sick. On Sunday, we took her to indoor trampoline park, and there was 1 million kids, and now she's been sick the last 3 days. Say what's up, everybody. What? Are you gonna make some picks? Yeah. Okay, what fights do we want to hear? You've been doing good. You're 10-3 or 10.
I always pick underdog.
Yeah, I know you always pick.
Let's do Chase Sherman versus Waldo Cortez Acosta.
Okay, I know who she's gonna pick already in this. Okay, who's gonna win? Chase Sherman or Waldo Cortez Acosta? Waldo Cortez Acosta. She just got her first Waldo book the other day.
Oh, so that makes sense.
So we got Waldo Cortez Acosta, and what's the next one?
Let's do Derek Lewis versus Sergey Spivak.
Okay, who do you got on this? Derek Lewis or Sergey Spivak? Sergey Spivak?
Yeah, they picking no underdog.
Nope, 2 favorites, but they should win though. Say bye, Johnny. Say bye, everybody. Say I'll feel better and be more vocal next weekend.
Bye. I hope you feel better.
Say thanks, Johnny.
Bye.
All right, beauty.
I
went to go get her. She goes, I got a headache. I'm not
coming. Come on. I feel bad. But we need her baby blood picks.
We need them picks. I mean, no off days in this business.
That's right.
So I got to write that down. So she picked
Waldo and Sergey.
I'm at the I don't want to bet against Chase, but I want to go to the casino because man, all the freaking kiosks were taken yesterday. So I had to do the thing on like this guy, the attendant guy's computer, and he was the only one there. So I had to let a dude come in between. So I didn't get to put in no extra parlays for our fight companion, but I want to have some. So I'm going to try to get there either Thursday night or Friday night. And I'll put that in. Cortez Spivak could hit.
Well, we could put something in the chat saying like let's pick something now, so that way you can go get that bet.
Because I want to I was kind of wanting to do like what Patrick was saying about the added on
the progressive parlay.
Progressive, yeah.
Yeah,
I want to do.
Yeah, so you start out with like plus money with 1 or 2 guys, and then you like slowly add
parlay, and then make like
for your first bet, and then you add on depending on like the odds. Like you want like plus money for the first one, like barely plus money, like 100 or so.
So as long as you hit that, it covers all the other ones, right?
Yeah, and then from there, you can get plus like 300 or 400 range, and then you can get like plus 6 or 7, and then plus 1,000, and then it just depends on how you want to do after that.
I'm gonna put one of them in. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be fun,
but I'll do it for the show for sure. But I might.
Untrack it, have a fun bet. Who cares? But yeah, I mean, I'll let you go. I know you have to get going here. Thank you everybody for showing up. Dev the Dude, Carlos, Jumbo Loco, Turpa, Boone, Bunk Hoots, John Freeman, Bunny Hunter, Theo, Papa Chuck, all the people.
All night. Dev,
yeah, Dirty Reg.
Theo.
If I'm missing anybody, I am sorry. Vasco, I know he was in there eventually. SFC was in here.
I'll have some more of these
Herb the Dean.
I'm gonna make them. They're gonna be so official. These ones are nice, but like I said, the girl at work made them, and I wanted to just make them a little more before.
Right on.
Sorry.
But hope everybody, good luck on their bets. I hope we gave you a little bit more insight, maybe to help you choose one way or another. Yeah. You have anything else to say, Cody, before we sign off here?
No, Bunny Hunter, his shirt will be headed. It got sent out like Monday, so make sure you go to the mail and get that. Bunny Hunter sent that one twice.
There we go. All right, guys.
All right, man. Good luck this weekend, everybody.
Weekend.
Tomorrow I'll be really doing my best bets video, and then Fridays, if I don't go to the casino, I'm going to do that worth the wait. Because the last 2 weeks we've been doing like other shows, so I hadn't been able to do it. But I want to bring that back. We're just sit and talk to people. So
right on.
Check me out for my official bets tomorrow, and then probably worth the wait on Friday, guys.
Right on. And if you guys want to, I'm going to be on Patrick's show here in about 40 minutes on his channel. So stop on by and say hi to us. We'll be talking about. We'll go over the card one more time, and we're also going to do Bellator main event because both of us will be at Bellator on Friday. Awesome. So I'm pretty.
Aren't you guys doing a show on Friday too, or something?
No, we were talking about maybe doing it like live, but we were just joking. We're not going to do it. We'll be at Bellator.
Right, dude. That's going to be such a. Matter of fact, I am going to have to go to the casino so I can get some bets, and that's Friday night. So I'm going to have to go Thursday. Then I'm going to have to go to the casino tomorrow. Then.
Yeah.
To do it. Good thing I remember.
Make it work. Yep. And then, like I said, too, we're going to do a fight companion on Patrick's channel as well, Addicted to Combat. So if you stop on by later tonight, definitely subscribe to him because we'll be doing a fight companion with us two, Patrick and Lou Betcha. So
grab a drink,
we got a lot of stuff going on this week. It's going to be fun. We'll do some
a lot of stuff
live betting and stuff. Yep.
Everybody go check out Johnny's show he did too yesterday. I watched that work with Couch Warrior podcast, man. That was a good show. So
yeah, it was very fun. He's very cool. So we'll have to do more stuff with him too as well.
Yep.
But all right, go to work, Cody.
All right, man. I'll catch you later. Later, guys.
Later, guys. Peace out, guys. Thanks for coming out.